Thank you for joining us on this episode of EideCast. Is This Thing On? Today I'm joined with Alec Skidmore. Alec, welcome.
Happy to be here.
How are you doing?
Doing great. Yourself?
Good. Sounds like you started off the day with a nice hearty breakfast of
spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti
after
and
a run. It's very
Love
up my
it.
alley.
So, Alec, what do you do at Vern Eide?
I am in sales over at Vern Eide Acura.
Okay, and how long have you been there?
I've been there for just a couple months now.
Okay.
But, been with the company for coming up on 5 years. Was at the Honda dealership previously, and then got the opportunity to make a little change up and jumped right on it.
Good. Are you liking the change, or has it been a big learning curve, or not too bad?
It's been a little bit of a learning curve. It's
Okay.
a little bit of a slower pace, but honestly, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It fits my style very well from just previous jobs, everything like that, kind of getting to do a lot more attention to the customer.
Okay.
So just more like the time per customer is something I've always kind of found myself doing. Could be ADHD, who knows? It's been nice. It's a little quieter, but just a lot more time per customer. So
Good.
it's awesome.
And you yourself are an Acura owner.
I am.
So is it kind of a nice being able to connect with people on that, or
It's it could be a little bit less awkward, I guess I should
Yeah.
say. Working at a Honda dealership and they ask what car do you drive, and it's like, oh, I actually drive an Acura.
Mhm.
They have to go through the whole process. Well, I don't feel like I have to, but it's you go through the process. It's basically a Honda Accord just in with an Acura badge.
Yeah.
But no, it's nice to kind of relate to the customers that way a little quicker. My wife drives one as well, so it's just
big Acura fans?
Yeah, absolutely. Parents have them. It's awesome.
Nice.
Works out well.
What did you do before you were at Vern Eide?
I was a golf professional.
Okay.
So I was teaching pro and tournament coordinator over at Minnehaha Country Club, officially an assistant golf professional. But
Okay.
yeah, just a lot of time in the golf industry.
Nice. How old were you when you started golfing?
I was 14.
Okay.
was
So
14.
what is like the normal age for somebody to start golf?
It kind of depends.
Okay.
I know like Cody, for example, over at Acura and our finance team, he started around the same age.
Okay.
So it's some people pick it up really quickly. Some people pick it up a little bit later in life, and it takes them some time. I with my time in the golf industry, I've noticed a lot of the people around me picked it up when they were like 4 or 5.
Okay.
They talked about playing with their parents, everything like that when they were kids. But I picked it up, so it was going to be less stress than soccer. So
Nice.
but yeah.
What is like a misconception people have about golf?
I would say that it's a stuck-up sport because
Okay.
it's absolutely not. It's so laid back. A majority of the reason why people actually play golf is because they just get to be outdoors and just they get to take the stress of the day-to-day life off their shoulders and just get to do something that they just want to do.
Nice. I love that. And where are you from originally?
So I was born in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
But I grew up in Southwest Florida.
Okay.
So just south of Tampa, a little town called Punta Gorda
Okay.
is officially where I grew up.
Nice. And then because you've lived quite a few different places,
Yeah.
right?
So
How
my
many
dad was in the
different
Air
states?
Force.
Okay.
So that'd be 8 different states.
8 different. Can you list them all?
It's Michigan, South Dakota, California, Florida. We spent a little bit of time in Georgia. That was very short though. North Carolina, Mississippi, and then Texas.
Okay. Where has been your favorite?
Honestly, here,
Yeah.
to be 100% honest with you. My parents grew up around here. So we always came back here in the summers growing up to visit the grandparents when they were around, and going to the Black Hills was a big part of my life growing up. So having that in my backyard, quote unquote, it just makes me happy. People around here are so friendly. The food's good. The city is just big enough where there's something to do every day, but also small enough where if you want to get out of Dodge, it only takes 10 minutes. So.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah.
Is that kind of just what brought you back to Sioux Falls or something?
Ultimately, yeah. It's I never lived here growing up. Only got to come out here and visit about a week at a time.
Okay.
So randomly, the PGA website had a job opening for Minnehaha Country Club, and I saw Minnehaha, thinking like, I remember that. I have no idea where.
Yeah.
But kind of just clicked on it. And I'm like, oh, that's Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Well, cool. Let's send in an application for fun. 4 hours later, I had a job. So.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah.
And so with your career in golf, you also traveled quite a bit for that as well, right?
I did, yeah.
Where are some of the places that's taken you?
Well, so technically it started in Africa,
Okay.
but that was short lived. But it's taken me all over the United States.
Okay.
Doing my time on some of the mini tours, everything like that. You spend a lot of time in the South, California, Texas, Florida. As far as Tennessee, everywhere. Yeah,
Nice.
it's wherever the tournament goes to, and wherever you had enough credits to qualify.
Yeah, I love that. So recently you got married.
I sure did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you and your wife meet?
We actually met at Honda. Not as a customer, even though as much as I would have loved to sell her a car that day. I think I was one away from hitting like my quote unquote bonus or something like that too. So I'm like, damn. But no, so it was kind of late winter in 2023, and I was about to take my lunch break, so I was walking my car, and I saw an unsuspecting Expedition Max that was in our overflow parking lot over there, and I'm thinking, oh well, cool, maybe I can take this up and maybe sell a car or something like that instead of go to lunch. I could always wait for lunch, that's fine. Liz knows that well. But, yeah, I go up and I realize that she's not looking at vehicles, and I said, "Can I help you anyway?" But she was fixing a spare tire. And,
okay.
I'm sure she was a little bit agitated that she was fixing a spare tire to begin with. But yeah. She politely told me to pound sand, basically, and that she already had everything all taken care of. And I gave her a business card and just ran away. I just said, if there's anything I can do, let me know. And she's like, nope, already good. Yeah.
So how did that end up with you guys being married now?
Well, so I think she had a bit of a guilty conscience, is what I would like to believe. I think she was just kind of covering her bases and said, I apologize about being a little bit aggressive.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I take apologies over drinks. And the next thing was next. And
nice.
We had our first date at Highball.
That's so funny. I did not know that. Somebody kind of casually brought that up to me the other day. But I didn't know like the full story. So I'm like, I probably should ask
it was the best sale I never sold that day.
I love that. That's amazing. And you guys are going on a honeymoon soon too. Where are you going?
So we officially decided to go out to Iceland, out of all locations. We were between Iceland and Greece for our final 2 locations, but we figured we're younger right now. We love to hike. We're going to do quite a bit of miles over there. So it's we said let's go somewhere that if we're older and not moving as much that we might not do. So let's do it now.
I love that. And what are you kicking off your honeymoon trip with?
We're going to kick it off with a concert, actually.
And what concert is that?
It's a Bring Me the Horizon concert. So funny enough, we actually just went to a Bad Omens concert last week.
Okay.
And that was on our second date. She picked me up in her vehicle, and Bad Omens was playing a song called Limits. And during the concert, we literally looked at each other when that song started. Just like, this is like full circle. This is weird.
I love that.
So that was pretty cool. But we bonded really quickly over music. In her industry, I think a lot of the heavier music kind of comes into play, or at least she's maybe surrounded by a little bit more, and I've always loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to a Bring Me the Horizon concert. The Plot and You and Motionless in White are the 2 openers, and found out that she also loved them before I even knew her as well. So that, that's where we're starting off with a metalcore concert.
Sounds like, I don't know, good time. I know you guys are gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
When you're not at work, what do you enjoy doing?
So we do a lot of hikes. It depends on the time of year. Seasonal depression hits.
Yeah.
A little harder for outdoors people, but I got my wife into golf. So that, I should say that she reluctantly got into golf, and now she's addicted to
I would say she's really good at it too, isn't she?
She's already got a hole in one. It pisses me off, but we're tied. But no, it's awesome. She picked it up really quick. She's a great student, and my best student, I'd say. So it's awesome. So nice. we do a lot of golf, a lot of hiking. Just trying to figure out new things around town. So,
where's the favorite place that you've gone hiking, or like the best view that you've seen?
So we try to go to the hills about 2-3 times a year for the most part. We got engaged at the top of Harney Peak, and we did our wedding photos the day after our wedding up there as well. Which we actually just found out we're going to be in 605 magazine.
Oh, pretty! Your photos turned out really nice. They're so pretty.
It was awesome. So excited to see what that all looks like in the magazine, but. Harney Peak is probably our I'd say top hike. But
Okay.
around here we do Goodyear State Park a lot.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Tons.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. Over there.
Do you prefer like a loop trail, or is that what they're called, loop?
Yeah, loop trail or
do
an
you
out
like
and back
a-
for the most part. It kind of depends. Ultimately, around here, a good loop trail is pretty good, so we can kind of predict what we want to. Well, we can customize it that way. Out and back, you kind of know what kind of mileage you're doing, but the out and backs are always worth it when you have a really good like scenery or like scenic view.
Okay, yeah.
So there's a couple loop trails that we turn into out and backs.
Yeah,
we'll put it that way.
So kind of bringing it back to Vern Eide.
Absolutely.
Is there anything that your career in golf has kind of been relevant to your career in sales?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's actually funny. We at Acura, we do morning meetings pretty much every day for the most part, and just going over like how we treat our customers, whether they're new or returning customers, everything like that. And I kind of jokingly reference that it's a country club.
Okay.
That every member, no matter what store it is like a membership. That it's you treat them like a member, which is the service is expected to be second to none.
Yeah.
So largely in the country club aspects, it's person to person is how you retain your job.
Yeah.
So it's just being able to talk to people and just relate to them.
Yeah.
Remember their kids' names, remember what they do, where they like to go hike, where they're going to take this vehicle for a road trip, all that stuff. So it's kind of creating that kind of expectation that when they walk in, they're going to get someone that remembers who they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even after they leave. And it's not just from having notes in a computer and it's just like, oh, I've got so-and-so pulling back up here. I need to check it out. It's just like actually remembering it. It's like, oh yeah, I've got Brad and his wife coming back in.
Yeah.
They're here to come get another vehicle because they wanted to spend the time with me again.
It's like that genuine connection of actually like caring how they're doing. And
absolutely.
I love that. That's so nice.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about your job?
Honestly, my favorite thing about my job is, I know we say it all the time, it's delivering a dream.
Yeah.
It's seeing how the families get to use what my industry is giving them. Like it's seeing where they get to take this vehicle. If they get into an accident, God forbid, that they're safe.
Yeah.
It's the little things like that. Like it's going to be a vehicle that's handed off to their kid afterwards and get to see the journey that they get to take it. I love road trips myself. So it's just like getting to see all the places that they take their vehicle.
Yeah.
I always ask all my customers, just like, send me pictures of where you're taking it. And
Yeah.
like, love all that stuff.
Do they send you pictures?
Actually, quite a bit.
You should share those with me
I
sometime.
would love to.
If your customers are okay with it,
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
share them with me. I'd love to share them.
I'll get the permission from them officially. But yeah. It's, little trips to just go visit family in like Missouri, for example.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of customers that have cabins over in Springfield, Missouri, over towards like Ozarks, everything like that.
Nice.
And it's just like they'll send me pictures of all the granite rocks.
I
and
love
all
that.
So it's I always love to kind of connect to that level there.
Very nice. So what motivates you, or what is your why?
My why is, funny enough, it's my home life.
Yeah.
It's just the freedom to do whatever we want to. My wife is a large part of that. So Liz is probably my why. To be 100% honest, it's I've found a whole new different perspective to life after meeting her, and just it's when you're on your own, everything like that. You have your whys, but my why previously was just golf.
Yeah.
Now it's now I've got a wife at home that I look forward to seeing every single day. So it's making sure that I can provide for us in the right way is totally my why.
I love that. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
Honestly, I say it to pretty much everybody, customers included. It's just Vern Eide's just been such an incredible place. It's, you get to see growth in everybody throughout their years of being here. Even if it's a couple months, you still see growth. It's I know myself included. I've seen a lot of growth in myself and just becoming a better human being, everything like that. Being around a lot of other better human beings. It's a pretty incredible place. So pretty cool to do all these things like this and just get to be a part of it.
Very nice. I always enjoy working with you. You're always just bright and fun and chipper, and it's just a pleasure. So, Alec, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you,
and
Mary.
thank you so much for watching this episode of EideCast. Is This Thing On?